Connie.
Betty, no. After a few short days, Alcara fell. You served me with great loyalty. Now, you deserve to rest. I was pushed to my limit quite some time ago. What shall we do? I know. Why don't I get you a piece of candy, Connie? Now I understand what it is that keeps me here in this world. Avenging the kingdom of Altar!
No way! Air pressure did nothing to him!
Let me ask you a favor, kid.
Earth and Rainbow!
Will you aid me in my quest for vengeance?
Air pressure! This isn't over! Coco! Your turn! Take him down!
Connie, Betty,
You brought back a piece of the Black Ghost Knight's armor. So the mission is complete!
Congratulations, rookie!
Everyone said the Black Ghost Knight was dangerous. I can't believe you beat him.
Cashel and his gang were constantly causing trouble. But thanks to you, they'll never bother us again!
I hope you're prepared to confess your crimes. I'm sure you'll get the death penalty.
Wait, Kelvin! Surprisingly, the job you just did was classified to be far surpassing the abilities of a D-rank adventurer. Therefore, you're going to receive a personal thanks from the Guildmaster, not to mention a special rank increase. Anyway, you're back safe. And that's all that matters to me. You're full of surprises, Kelvin.
I know. In fact, I'm as surprised as you are. I found out the Black Ghost Knight was really powerful.
how about that girl at the front desk? She sure was easy on the eyes. Is she a suitable fit for your harem, my king?
She better not be! Need I remind you that I am your fiancé?
So you're already spoken for. I underestimated your prowess with women, my king.
Indeed you did!
I can't take this! All three of you, shut up right now! Gerard, I didn't like Kid, but my king is bad too.
But sir, a knight can only swear fealty to a king.
No, Fina, we're not engaged. Let's be real. You're just using me as an excuse to get out of doing your real job as a goddess.
Well, technically. My lord, look in front of you. There's someone on the stairs.
Hold on. Don't change the...
Greetings. Beautiful day, don't you think?
Afterwards, I returned to the guild to report on my victory, where I met an older gentleman.
Greetings. Beautiful day, don't you think? And it's perfect for an adventure, wouldn't you agree?
You've got that right. I'm ready to go on a new one as soon as possible.
That's quite enthusiastic of you, but you should consider resting ever so often.
Well, you know, you're the one who said it was a perfect day for an adventure. Guildmaster.
I see why they're all talking about you. You're right. I'm Leo, the head of the Parth Adventurers Guild, and pleased to finally meet you, Kelvin. Before we proceed further, I have a rather silly question. Tell me, where are you from?
Oh, crap.
Somewhere far off, like another world?
His appraising eye is rank A, and easily beats out my rank B concealment. Which means he can see who I really am. Not good.
Ange informed me about what happened with Cashel, and of course, how you then proceeded to defeat the Black Ghost Knight alone, or more accurately, how you and your servants were victorious. After all, you are a summoner, correct?
It's my fault for not being more careful. You can't blame me, though. It's not like I expected to run into anybody with appraising high rank A.
My king, you must stand tall.
Gerard?
It's not like you could have kept your status hidden forever. I say it's better to focus on making more allies with whom you can freely share your secret.
Yes, and we'll give you as much support as we can. Pew pew!
You're right. Thanks, guys. You've got me. Can't hide the truth from your appraising eye. I mean, its rank is so high, you must have known about Cashel and his buddies being criminals, too. Makes me wonder, why did you never put a stop to that?
Apologies for what seems a lack of action on my part. You see, Cashel's a noble from the militant nation of Trison, and whenever it comes to criminal matters pertaining to foreign aristocracy, a degree of proof is awfully helpful.
Cashel was a noble?
Rest assured, I wasn't idly standing by. Necessary preparations were being made and justice was about to be rightfully served.
Luckily for everyone, I was able to deal with him first.
To be honest, I'm glad I didn't have any extra work. He will be made to answer for his actions, thanks to your involvement.
I'm relieved to hear that. Now, should we dispense with the chit-chat and get to business?
I hope I didn't give you the wrong impression and make you think I was your enemy. If anything, I was hoping the two of us could become good friends. You probably wouldn't have guessed, but I've met others from a different world once before.
There are others like me somewhere out there?
Perhaps you were familiar with the heroes of the Holy Empire of Daramus.
Oh.
Melfina...
That's right. I'm kind of responsible for reincarnating them.
You what? When did this happen?
If you're curious, I can tell you about it later.
The priestess of Daramus heard the prophecy of God, summoning the heroes. And what revelation did she receive, you ask? The Demon King's imminent return.
Oh, really?
Perhaps that is the reason why monsters across the continent have grown so violent recently. You'll recall the Black Ghost Knight you fought was stronger than others of his kind, most likely because of the Demon King's revival. It doesn't matter how many heroes there are. They simply aren't able to protect an entire continent. If the news of the Demon King is true and he is returning, I'd prefer they focus their energy solely on defeating him.
I get it. While the heroes are tied up, you're asking me to protect you from the monsters, right?
There are many members of the guild, but not enough who are able to handle rank B jobs or higher. We'll pay for the missions that we assign you, and will provide any support needed. Furthermore, I'll use my authority to increase your adventurer rank so you may choose any job you desire regardless of difficulty.
Sounds a little too much in my favor.
You hid you were from another world, and you didn't want people knowing you were a summoner. Now, why do that? Perhaps you weren't interested in getting involved in some ridiculous power struggle between nobles. But if you're willing to use your skills to help us, I can guarantee your freedom, which seems quite valuable.
He can see right through you.
I've watched my share of gifted individuals come and go, but none of them were able to master summoning at your level. While we're on the subject, you're already equal to that of a rank S adventurer. It'd be a shame for your talents to go to waste. So I'll help you climb to the top before you're claimed by another cause.
If those are your terms, I think the two of us can help each other out.
Kel, I heard you got promoted to rank B. It felt like yesterday you were only an F.
How'd you find out so fast? You just can't keep a secret in this town.
It's the only thing the younger adventurers are talking about.
Between you and me, the less that info gets spread around, the better.
Oh, don't be silly. I've never heard of anyone being promoted so quickly, and we are going to celebrate the occasion properly. You wouldn't tell me no if I said I was going to cook up an extra side dish for dinner, would you?
No way. As if I'd ever turn down any meal you've whipped up. In the meantime, do you think you could make me some lunch?
My king, is that woman part of You know what?
Who, Claire? No, enough about candidates for my harem, okay? She's just a nice lady who runs the inn we've all been staying at for this week.
Talking about harems when you've already got me!
Don't you start too, or you're just gonna encourage his nonsense. Got a sec, Malfina?
Of course. What do you wish to ask, my lord?
You mentioned you reincarnated heroes before. Tell me about them.
That took place some time ago. It was for the priestess of the Holy Empire of Daramis who performed the summoning ritual. So I went ahead and picked out some candidates for her. Smart, lovely lads and ladies to get reincarnated. But like I said, that was a while back, so they're probably at a pretty decent level by now.
Come on. You're treating this as if it's not a big deal.
The priestess of Daramis heard the prophecy of God, summoning the heroes. And what revelation did she receive, you ask? The Demon King's imminent return.
Imagine battling him. Huh. Guess something had to be done to keep everyone from panicking.
Before you start asking too many questions, it's got little to do with you, so don't worry. Over the years, I've gotten more and more sick of these Demon Kings. I'd rather you not get involved, too.
Yeah. I nearly lost that battle. Heroes and Demon Kings. Yikes. Clotho! The reward money I gave you. Can I have it back? Yeah, good job. I've gotta admit, that inventory skill you've got is great. How much can a Glatonia fit inside its body, anyway? Oh yeah, sounds like it ought to be more than enough.
Ah, coinage. Going to the market, are we?
You bet. Hey, Claire? Would you mind setting another place at the table for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
You're in a jovial mood, my king. What are you planning on acquiring?
Wanna know?
Huh?
I'm going to go buy me a woman!
Makes sense. You are the appropriate age, after all. Not to mention, it is every man's dream.
No, probably should have explained it better. I passed by the slavers before, and it got me thinking how for safety I should add to my numbers. Melfina and I have already discussed the idea.
You're going to train her and add her to your party.
Bingo. There's one I saw. Hopefully she's still there, though.
You've already got me. Am I not enough?
Would you stop being so dramatic? If I'm being honest, when I fought against Gerard, I barely came out on top. And I'm going to be facing a ton more enemies with similar strength. Which means I need all the combat power I can get.
That's wise of you.
She wouldn't have been able to use skill points without her captor's permission. So it may turn out that I'll be the one to pick her ability.